This is Comic Geek Speak, episode 449, Uncle Sal and Cousin Buzz. Welcome to Comic Geek Speak. I'm Brian Deemer.
I'm Shane Kelly.
I'm Brian Chrisman.
I'm Jamie D.
And this episode of Comic Geek Speak is sponsored by comicbookdb.com. You ask yourself, I need to know something about this comic book. Where can I find the information that I need?
Where can you find it?
You can go to comicbookdb.com where they have everything.
Oh, thank God.
They have, I didn't check the latest count, but it's like 120,000 comics are indexed on there now. There's something like 150 new comics every day. It is just growing and growing. It's all user-submitted data. It's like the giant Wikipedia of comics. It's awesome. It functions exactly like IMDb, where you just type in an artist and you see every book they did, then you click on the book and you see everybody worked in that book, and then you click that guy's name and you see all their books, and you can see the timeline when they all came out and storylines and main character, you know, who was in which comic. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. You get lost in there for hours. There's so much information in there, and again, there's more being added every day, and you too can add if you have a favorite series or character or artist or whatever, and there's some holes on there. Just go in, take a couple minutes, enter that information, and everyone's the wiser for it. We use it on almost every episode when we have questions and stuff. It's kind of like our Bible. comicbookdb.com. Go check it out. It's 100% free. It's awesome. Just go there and use it.
I've used it at the store, believe it or not. People come in and ask for a certain issue I couldn't remember.
Right.
I went in, punched it in, boom, and I found the issue, and we actually had it, so we wound up selling it. So
cool. Yeah, it is an invaluable resource.
I was using it last week, searching for some Mike Norton Marvel Adventure Spider-Man issues and some Justice League stuff I wasn't too sure of.
Yeah, it's great. comicbookdb.com. All right, this episode, SuperCon just wrapped up last weekend, and Sal and Buzz were out there, and they have some adventures. So no introduction necessary. Let's just get right into it.
Earmuffs, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, you with me?
Yeah, is it the same computer with the papier-mâché dials and the gerbil in the wheel, man?
No, this is a nice, fancy new computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got it last year.
Is it electric power, or what is it, you know?
It's battery operated, come on. We're in like the 19th century.
There's a crank.
So how many guys do we got tonight? Do we got everybody, or just skeleton crew, or what's the story?
We got the good ones.
The best.
Yeah, we got the top of the heap here.
It's me, Brian, Shane,
Hello.
Pants, and Jamie.
Yeah, but we're only going to hear one at a time anyway because of the crappy system, right?
Yeah, what crappy? What are you talking about, crappy
Come
system?
on.
Man, you know what? You should get on your own show once in a while and try listening. Sometimes I can't even tell there's like anybody else over there besides the one I'm talking to.
You can't. You don't want to piss an Asian off about technology. Now with all that bootleg shit that's coming out of Asia right now, you don't want to piss these guys off. Oh.
Yeah, actually, if you wait about a week, I can have the bootleg to the next Indiana Jones movie.
That's pretty much how it
I
goes,
think I put the title up on the thread. It's called Indiana Jones and Oi, my back.
How about Indiana Jones that I never get to see a fucking movie anymore is what they should call it. I haven't seen the first three, so I don't know about the new one.
Wow. Shit, man.
So I understand you guys had some adventures at SuperCon.
Where did you hear that?
SuperCon San Jose, better known as SOB, which is same old fucking buzz, man. That's all I Same old. It's like the title of the thread. All I'm gonna is you want to sum up San Jose in 3 words. It's handcuffs, hickeys, and fucking cops. That's how, the whole thing just got summed up.
I kept my clothes on this time, man.
I got to say, he did keep his clothes on. But the only difference
and
is
I was upright, too.
Any piece of exposed skin was covered with a fucking hickey. That's the difference. And I haven't got a hickey since I had a Jay Giles band tape in my car. I was watching fucking Starsky and Hutch. You know, you got a hickey. I was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? He looked like Jan Brady, you know, at San Jose.
It's all right. The story's been exaggerated now, where like Tony Salmon tried to give me a hickey in the hallway, and I slapped him. Yeah.
All right, so let's hear the story.
Well, it's not much to tell. You know, there's other stuff we can talk about.
like start with like when I got off the plane and it was like the fucking surface of the sun in San Jose.
Oh my God, man! I left a 55-degree weather in New York, and 20 minutes before I got on the plane, I checked the San Jose weather, and it says 97 degrees. So I repacked everything. I pulled out all the freaking sweater and long sleeve shirts, and I just stuffed my luggage with T-shirts, man. That's all I had with me.
No, not me. I got there. I showed up like I was going to a fucking wedding. I had long sleeve shirts, and it was. I packed sweaters. I got off the plane, and I was like that fucking Nazi at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark that melts. I was at the airport. And I was like, what? I wasn't complaining, though, because after the winter we had here in Chicago, anything over 70 degrees, I was glad to see it. So I was like, hey, no problem. No problem.
Plus, the flight I was on, they actually, we got stuck on the tarmac for about, 40 minutes before we can dock. And then they made us walk on the tarmac and then onto the into the terminal. So, you know, I mean, I was waiting for the air condition. But, you know, I had to endure about 5 minutes. 5 minutes of heat, and then, oh, my God, man.
San Jose is not close, man. San Jose from Chicago is 4.5 hours.
Oh. 6 hours for me, shit.
I got to San Jose, I had a fucking beard. It was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know, I flew JetBlue, which I normally love flying JetBlue because of the little TV and the reclining seat. I had this old broad, sleeping, behind me. She kept kicking my seat, you know, and I thought maybe, you know, she was awake. No, she's kicking her, you know, she's kicking in her sleep, like a dog, maybe she's chasing some old man or something. And you know, I don't want to bother her either. So every 5 minutes, I'm getting fucking kicked. I'm like,
he don't want to bother. I love it. I love that. He don't want to bother her.
Look, you know, let me tell you something.
All of a sudden, fucking Buzz turns into Arthur Treacher. He don't want to bother her. I love it.
Look, you can't even raise your voice on the plane anymore. They'll fucking take your ass down, man. Now these days, you know.
No, it's true. It's true.
Hey, I mean, I stopped taking the aisle seat because, you know, I mean, usually, they bump into me, and I'm like, hey, what the fuck? I can't even say shit. Last time I took an aisle seat, I got my knee smashed in by a fucking, one of those fucking, carts, you know, and the freaking, and smashed my knee in.
You got to get, you know, I get on the plane, man, and I'm like one of those 80-year-old guys. I'm asleep, before we even take off. And I tell the lady ahead of time, I don't want any you know, bags of pretzels. I don't want any of that shit. I sleep the whole way.
Oh man! And you know what the fuck happened to, you know, the stewardesses, man? What happened to Erica John's fucking coffee, tea, and me? They're nothing but a bunch of old fat asses.
I haven't had a stewardess that was masturbation material in maybe 10 years.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why I don't sit in the aisle anymore. It's not the fucking cart. It's that fat asses that keep fucking popping in my head.
That's what's fucked up about the American airlines. In Europe, they got you can't be fat and you got to be hot. You know, to be a stewardess. Because if I'm going to fly, you know, and I'm going to lay there and I'm going to go to sleep, I need something to fantasize about. So if it's one of those French or Italian skanks, then I can think about, okay. But I'm telling you, these fat American broads that come by with the fucking hair coming out of the mole in their face. It's like fucking Ann Booth, you know, comes over and gives
it's like the fucking the witch from Snow White, you know, handing you a fucking apple. What the fuck, you know?
And they're so heavily perfumed that it gags you.
Oh my God! If I smell one more Gina K, oh my God!
No, I don't want a stewardess that weighs more than me. That's the key.
Or it could be your mother.
Well, I'm telling you, they now they got all that PC bullshit. They can't put weight restrictions on them. Or, you know, or gender or species restrictions on them anymore. So I get Zira from Planet of the Apes just coming down the aisle with the fucking peanuts.
And all the skinny stewards are all man and gay, you know.
How hard is it to find hot waitresses? Because that's all they are, is a fucking waitress with in a restaurant with bad food. That's all a stewardess does. So get us some of them, like one of them hillbilly skanks from some of these diners you got, especially like in New York, because, Buzz fucked half of them. He knows a lot. He can get all the phone numbers from Buzz.
He's not denying it.
I was going to say, he's not denying it at all.
It's funny because it's true.
That's just going to San Jose, you know.
And then the pilots are always guys that look like the guys I beat the shit out of in high school, too. They're always like, hi. 'Cause, as I'm getting older, they're all closer to my age now. They used to be what happened to the old guy with the white hair that looked like he flew like bomber missions over Berlin and shit. Now they're all young guys with pimples and shit, and I'm like, I don't know if I can trust this fucking guy to fly me to San Jose.
Yeah, well, where's Peter Graves, man? I want to go to the cockpit and ask if I've ever been in a fucking Turkish bath, you know?
Do you like gladiator movies, Johnny?
Fucking guy. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until someone's getting cornholed. You ain't getting me in no fucking Turkish bath, I'm telling you. It all starts out hee ha ha, slap and tickle, a couple of fucking shots of vodka, 'cause that's all you got in those Turkish joints is those Eastern European hairy fucks. And then they start chasing you around, and I got to jump out a window naked. No, I'm sorry.
You put a lot of thought into that, haven't you?
No, because in Chicago we got a lot of Turkish baths. We got these old, I'm telling you, these old Polish, Eastern Russians, and these guys look like shrubs, walking fucking shrubs when they walk around. And they got, and you get in and they go, oh, you got to go in there, Sal, for a schwitz. You get in and you get in the steam room, and I'm like, guys, trust me. The only thing more fucking disgusting than how I look naked is how these guys look naked, and it's like, no, thank you.
And you know what? I want to know what the fuck spit is, all right? Because, I've been in one of these fucking steam rooms, and these old guys just are sitting there naked with the balls hanging to their knees,
with
fucking with a rug on their chest, and I'm like, whatever the spit is, I don't want it.
No. I mean,
with my luck, it's that hairy guy named Spitz.
Well, they must know something because these fucks live to be like 150 years old, but it's a situation where I'm like, they've got some bathhouses in Chicago that have been here since, the fire. So they must know what they're doing, but I'm like, no, sorry, guys, no thank you.
And then, somebody's, some old guy's lying buck naked on the fucking slab, and somebody's whipping them with fucking olive branches and shit. I'm like, what the hell's going on,
That's like
a torture chamber in there.
It turns into the Laurence Olivier scene from Spartacus.
I love you, Spartacus.
Or it's like the scene...
snails and freaking clams or whatever we were talking about, yeah.
The scene from that...
That's all right, man. I saw fucking Eastern Promises.
Eastern Promises, yes.
That fight scene in the freaking in the shower or whatever, in the bathhouse, and I'm like, man... that guy deserved an Oscar nomination just to have his balls fucking slapping around in the fucking tiles, Man, I don't know if you guys seen that movie.
Oh, that was gruesome, that scene. It was horrible.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit, man.
What are you guys talking about? Buzz's home movies? What is it? Who's getting balls slapped where?
Eastern Promises.
What's it called?
Yeah, I don't know. It does sound like one of my movies since it says Eastern Promises.
Eastern Promises? What kind of sick shit is that, Eastern Promises?
It's a Russian mob movie starring Viggo Mortensen, the guy who played Aragorn.
Movie. Yeah.
Because I rented a movie called Eastern Promises when I was at the Marriott. Let me tell you something. I got to start doing reviews for the worst. Marriott has the worst porn of any hotel I've ever been at. Let me tell you. 5 fucking movies that I was asleep before the credits even finished. I'm telling you, I was unconscious.
No happy
18,
ending.
young and nasty, and nobody was 18, and no one was young, and they definitely were not fucking nasty. Cornholing Hussies gets half a star. I didn't even make it through that one. I love when there's got to be some fucking criteria when they say, when the word 18 or teen and nasty is in it, that the broads, aren't old enough to fucking have given Eisenhower his first blowjob. These fucking, they got these skanky, 5 miles of bad road strippers in these movies with these like nasty looking fucking asses that look like someone fucking punched somebody in the face. And you go, look, I go, how do they with a straight face call this 18 and nasty? It's got to be some practical joke by some fucking porn producer.
Once upon a
at least drop
time,
the 18 part, just leave it at nasty.
Yeah.
they were 18 once upon a time.
Oh my.
Yeah, 18. It's like 18 what? 18 squared? Or what the fuck is it? Because
1800s. That's what it is.
1800s.
yeah, these bitches got like hail damage on their ass, and they got these fucking. They spread their legs, looks like a taco. I'm like, I don't want to watch this nasty shit.
Only gorditas.
Yeah, I go to a hotel and I'm pissing away good fucking Alex's good money on porn. And I'm not even getting anything that's giving me any material to fall asleep with. I'm fucking sleeping, I'm laying, I'm going, I wonder what time the con starts. And San Jose, I wonder what the origin of that name is. Instead, I should be thinking about 18, young and nasty, and I got nothing in my fucking data bank of masturbation material to go off of. Zero.
Can't you rip some porn DVDs to your iPhone and watch that?
Well, I'm like I gotta travel. I gotta constantly live like I'm in like the Great Escape, where someone's gonna come kick the door down and like go through my shit.
Ready to go.
So I gotta hide secret compartments and put shit in different DVD cases.
He's got dirt
Yeah,
right now.
all the rest of the
bouncing a fucking baseball off the wall, waiting for somebody to break the door down.
Right, pretty much.
So we never.
The show itself was pretty cool. We saw a couple of we saw a handful of the geeks over there. It was pretty cool. But I guess the heat wave was kind of unexpected, so the turnout was a little slow.
Yeah, it was like 97 the first day, and then the second.
Well, when you see the fat guy from Law starting to lose weight in front of your eyes, it's hot.
No, I mean, the first sign that you're in trouble is when they got his picture on a bus ad. I mean, it's like it's one of those deals where I'm like, this is not fucking. This is definitely not fucking Scott Baio in his prime. This guy when he's on a bus ad. I mean, this son of a bitch better. It's like he won the fucking the lottery by being on Laws. Because trust me, he would not see a piece of ass ever if it wasn't for that fucking show. And then he shows up there and he's got a hot girlfriend. I'm thinking, oh yeah, fame doesn't have anything to do with this at all.
Well, he spent 4 years lost on an island and he hasn't lost 1 pound.
Hasn't lost any weight.
They keep losing members, but he keeps getting fatter. You know what the other members went?
That's because they're airlifting Cheese Whiz.
I'm like San Jose, and I'm like, I walked by, and it's just another Mexican as far as I was concerned. He's sitting in the corner. I didn't know the difference. I couldn't fucking tell the difference.
All I know is he is living my dream. That's all I have to say.
He's living the fat guy dream, right?
Damn straight.
I don't know, man. He's got more fucking, more rolls on his ass than I do. I can tell you that much.
He looks like freaking Leland from the Hellfire Club,
No, this is not a skinny guy. This guy is like the before picture. He's the before picture for fucking Tex, is what it is. Stand him next to Mark Texiera. Tex would be the after if you want to lose weight on the fucking Slim Fast program. And he's not doing himself any good either with that fucking Carly Simon haircut he's got going. With the bad fucking perm, with the fucking, with the fucking, what is it? Who was that one guy that, was it fucking, the guy with the long hair, the
Sawyer?
guy that girls used to always have their pictures on from Tiger Beat.
Oh, well,
Leif
the one,
Garrett.
Yeah,
He's got the
Garrett.
Leif Garrett haircut, yeah. With the real bad hair like the lead singer from Loverboy. And I'm going, hey, asshole, all that money you can't go get yourself a decent perm, huh?
Okay.
Fuck do I know? He's on an island with all kinds of ass, and I'm in a basement here in Chicago talking to you fucking guys, so what do I know?
But all in all, I had a good time with the show. I mean, I look forward to it every year. It's just for the trip to the vineyard on Monday.
Yeah.
You know, so that was
and all the sparkling conversation from Travis Charest. It's always interesting.
Well, he's a quiet guy, man. You know,
he's a quiet guy. It's like if there's a fire, he better hope somebody fucking helps him along, because I'm telling you, scream, holler, get a bell or a whistle, do something. He's one quiet dude, I'm telling you.
Oh, he is. He is a very quiet dude, man. But he's a happy camper. You know, we found out why he never has to draw a fucking thing again ever. You know, his wife's family owns a vineyard, so.
Well, that must be nice. He's too good to not be
The
drawing.
irony of that is he doesn't drink. Oh, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't. Not at all. I mean, like I like Travis. Every year I see him, I like him more and more, because he's really a shy, quiet guy, and people always they expect like guys like Travis to be like you and me, Sal, and then when they're not that sociable, they think, well, he's an asshole, he's a snob. No, he's just a very shy kid,
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
I wish he would draw, though. He's too good to not be drawing.
No, he is. He's working, and I tell you why. I spoke to his wife because she used to be his editor, and at Wildstorm.
Is that where he met her?
Yeah. Now she's his editor for life.
Okay.
But because Travis will start a page and he's halfway through, he doesn't like it, so he's so insecure about his work, he will start over. She's like, "What are you doing? Finish it." He's like, "Oh, I can't look at it. I got to redraw it."
Yeah.
So
I wonder if it's like that when they fuck around too.
I'm almost there. Yeah, I want to start over.
Oh, because usually that's how women are. Oh, I was so close, and then a truck went by. It's like you fucking got to wrap them in the head. Focus, goddammit, focus. Jesus Christ! You know what it would take for me? You know what it would take for me halfway through not to have an orgasm? I'd have to go to the doctor, and the doctor would go, "Here you go, Sal. There's a pencil jammed in your penis. This is why nothing's happening." Whereas with women, it's got to be the right light, the right mood. You got to tickle this, touch that, lick this. Oh, what's the barometric pressure outside?
I'm sorry. If I get the well, honey, I was almost there. My reply is, look, I got mine. Get yours. Yeah. That's it. It's like, here, I have a free hand. Here, I have two free hands. Go to town, With
me, it's like falling out a window. It's just, there's nothing to it. Eventually, you just I'm going to hit the bottom. I have no choice. But I was so close. The truck went by. Somebody had a piece of foil outside. Got a reflection on the window. I don't know what happened. Toenails are the wrong color. I look so fat. Oh God! Jesus Christ!
What I found funny was Sal called me up one morning. He was kind of upset. Sal's been he's been doing pretty good. I don't know if you guys saw him in New York. I mean, and he's lost weight, and he's every morning he gets up and he does his run, and he's trying to watch what he's eating and everything. And then he goes out for a walk in the afternoon. And what was it? Was it Bear, Craig Hamilton, Paul Smith?
The table, the fucking geriatric table. Steve Smith, right? Smith, Bear, that other fucking freak guy you like. What's his name? The one that looks like a pilot in Mad Max.
Craig Hamilton, and Steve Olive.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely the fucking poster for you people to not have kids when you look at these fucking assholes. There's one working lung between the four of them. They're all chain-smoking jagoffs who between the four of them are more than the bicentennial in terms of how fucking old they are. And they're giving me shit because they're making fun of me. Oh, look at this guy. Look at that. Look how fat he is, this and that. I'm like, guys, trust me. I don't need you to fucking tell me I'm fat. I got every time I walk by a fucking reflection in a window, I get reminded. So I don't need you assholes to tell me.
Meanwhile, you can actually push Bear over with one finger.
Yeah. Yeah, Bear sounds like that one guy in Star Wars. What's that one fucking general guy who's part robot now?
Oh, General Grievous?
The guy with the forearms.
Yeah, General Grievous.
General Grievous, yeah.
Yeah, that's Bear. That's what Bear sounds like when he talks. General fucking whatever his name, Grumpy Grievous or whatever the fuck kind of bullshit Lucas came up with. That character, Bear gets a check every time that movie comes out.
Well,
he's got one working organ surrounded by a bunch of metals. Right?
He's not on the caffeine patch anymore. They gave him the caffeine jacket. He wears like a jumpsuit fucking full of caffeine patches he's got to put on.
Oh my god!
Nobody smokes as much as that piece of shit. And what were you? I was calling him an instigating motherfucker because he's the guy that instigated this shit with Buzz. And Buzz, what was your nickname for him the whole time?
Oh, he's a passive-aggressive cocksucker. Passive-aggressive piece of shit.
Passive-aggressive piece of shit, and I was calling him an instigating motherfucker. Because he started the whole Tony Salmon situation with Buzz. It was all instigated by Mike Bear. Trust me.
Well, I'll tell you guys. Tony Salmons, if you guys don't know who he is, he's another one of these artists. I mean, I'm a huge fan of his work. You know, he's been working in the business for like 20, 25 years, but that nobody remembered because he never stayed on a book long enough to, get noticed. But the guy is a brilliant artist. He is like, his work is kind of a reminiscent. If Jack Kirby would evolve with more European sensibility, that would be fucking Tony Salmons. You can ask any artist that started in the 70s and 80s who Tony Salmon is. They'll tell you what an amazing artist he is. And then you ask him what kind of a person he is, and they'll probably fucking tell you what a jagoff he is, too. This guy has systematically screwed over every single one of his fucking friends, colleagues, owed them money, owed them relationships, heartache, everything, And I had to run in with him. I met him through, of course, Mike Bear and, Ray Lago, all these winners in fucking New York. And I try to help him out.
Ooh, now there's a tale of Ray Lago.
Make a long story short, the guy screwed me over, and my last conversation I had with him was 2 years ago, which I told him, I said, look, don't look for me, don't approach me, don't breathe in my direction. If you see me walking, run the other way, because if I see you again, and if you open your fucking mouth, I'm going to fucking put you down. That's what I told this guy, okay? And that was me being kind to this motherfucker. So anyway, Saturday of the show, he shows up unannounced. He's not even invited to the show because the show promoters don't like him, He shows up, he goes up to Bear, and,
instigating motherfucker.
Yeah, so Bear goes, oh, yeah, Buzz is here. Why don't you go say hi to him? Why don't you guys bury the hatchet? Knowing that sending this guy over to me is not a wise decision. It's not a good idea. So I'm sharing the booth with Sal, and I'm drawing.
Oh, it was
this
just
fucking guy,
pure joy.
Oh, this guy fucking comes in behind the booth and then screams in my fucking ear, Buzz! So I fucking got up with my hand already half cocked. I'm like, what the fuck, And I turn around, and he is stinking, reeking of alcohol. This is 1:30 in the afternoon at a convention, And he's like, he can literally scan. And I'm looking, half his pants is out of his shoes, the other one is out. He's got ripped. He looks like a bum. Yeah. I said, what the fuck do you want, man? And he's like, well, Bear sent me over and said, we should bury the hatchet. I said, you know what, listen. If you can fucking sober up and talk to me like a man, I might listen to what you have to say. But right now, you can't even talk to me. I said, look at you. I was like,
that is, all right. Biggest piece of bullshit you've ever heard of the episode he just said. Buzz said that only maybe about 5 levels higher in volume and in rage. Because I was sitting next to him and I was like, Jesus Christ. Because my back was to this conversation and you were yelling in his face like 3 inches from it. Get the fuck away from me, you piece of shit. Buzz was not like a diplomat from the UN at this point. I don't know how we all get away, have a no. You were talking to the guy like you were ready to kill him already.
Oh yeah, no. I told him, I said, look at you, you're like a fucking stumblebum. I said, you're at a fucking convention at 1:30 in the afternoon with children walking around and you're stinking, reeking of fucking liquor. And I said, I'm fucking embarrassed for you. And I said, I'm going to repeat myself again. Don't fuck with me. Don't approach me because if I see you again, if you fuck with me, I'm going to fucking lay you out. Right. I left the show because I didn't want to deal with him, and I don't want, my friend Steve Morgan, who hosts the show, to have any problems, And it was so fucking hot that my hand was sticking to the fucking board. I couldn't even draw anymore.
It was pretty bad because it was in a Con is in a tent, this huge tent. So tents, it's like a terrarium. It just held in all the heat. So it was like at that point, it was over.
So it was like a
degrees.
big hot air balloon because the sun was beating down on it. So I went back to the hotel. So anyway, that passed. So that evening, we were all in the hotel bar, getting pretty fucking drunk and happy. I mean, like, we had a great time. We closed out the bar, So I'm there with Bear, me, Sal left a little early. Wapino was there, too. I saw him.
Yeah.
And Steve's sister, Mai, and a couple of the girls, we wanted to go to the pool upstairs. So I went to the lobby to ask the concierge if the pool was still open, and I see this fucker there in the lobby. And then that's all I remember. Next thing I know, I feel the cold steel fucking, like, click around my wrist, and I was being leaned against the fucking cop car. And then the next thing I remember, I woke up fully clothed with my boots on my bed diagonally at fucking 5 in the morning. So
I come back from my morning little jaunt, and he's sitting out in front of the hotel. He hasn't gone to bed. He's got hickeys on his neck. He tells me he almost got arrested. He hasn't slept. He's been up all night. I'm like, man, it's like, what am I, in a time machine? This is the same shit from like '94. It's the same old buzz.
But Bear and the other two girls sort of like filling the gaps for me. So what happened was, I don't know what he said to me. Apparently I was at the concierge. He said something, and I just slapped him. And then he kept talking, so I slapped him again. And again.
No, you chased him outside.
Every time I slapped him, he moved a little closer to the door.
Right.
So I kept slapping him until he was outside the door. Now, what had happened was, somebody who was staying at the hotel stiffed a cab driver. So the cab driver called the cops. So the cop drove by. He came into the hotel to find out what was going on. As he was getting out of his car, I had slapped Tony outside of the hotel. So he saw Tony come out and me chasing him. And in front of the cop, I picked him up by his collar, and then I just fucking smacked him, and the cop put the cuffs on me. So, yeah. So, and Bear and the rest of them were like...
mayhem ensued after that.
So Ben and, the girls were like, telling the cop, no, he's harmless. They were like, yeah, he's harmless. You tell me that after I cuff him,
Yeah.
So and the cop was a little guy, so he had a little something to prove too. So he quickly put me in cuffs, and Bear told Tony, "You better not press any charges, because if you press charges, we'll bail him out in 2 seconds, but we can't guarantee what he'll do to you after he gets out." So yeah, Tony took the wise choice and decided not to press charges.
Behavior, such behavior, it's like. How is it tolerated at cons? I don't understand this guy.
Well, the thing was, and Steve's sister mine was like, but you didn't punch him or anything. I was like, even fucked up as I was, since I have no respect for this guy as a man, I wouldn't punch him. He wasn't deserving of my fist. That's why I slapped him like a little bitch, Like, I mean, even if I got to fight somebody, I got to punch somebody out, I got to have a little respect for the guy as a man for me to use a fist, But this guy was just a piece of trash to me, so, even drunk, I just bitch slapped him.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Such a good time.
You
see what you guys missed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So where did the hickeys come from?
That's another story.
Well, we got plenty of time.
I got plenty of time.
I'll get the popcorn.
Was it one of those old stewardesses?
One of them old stewardesses, maybe. I don't know what the story
Well,
was.
the hickey came from a toss-up between either some girl I don't know or Craig Hamilton.
Craig Hamilton's resume was at the top of the list, though. Trust me. This guy was looking for someplace to put his tongue in. I was like, Aquaman, my ass. I'm getting out of here.
But it's really bad because I really don't remember anything after me hitting him. Bear told me, afterward, the only reason why the cop let you go was, not only he wasn't pressing charges, he told security, the only way I can control this big fucker is that if you take that motherfucker out of here. So security took Tony up to Steve Olive's room where he was staying and told him to keep him there. And then like I still wouldn't go anywhere. So Bear took me to Jack in the Box, and we actually had food. I don't even remember any of this shit.
Yeah, he said you almost got in another fight.
Yeah. Well, because I didn't get to really let myself go. So apparently, like when I was at Jack in the Box, this is like fucking 3 a.m. So there are a bunch of fucking schmoes over there hanging out. So, and I didn't, they started some shit, and I wanted to fight them. So they had to drag me out of there too. But like I was wondering, like the next morning I woke up and there's like French fries all over my fucking room.
I'm just pissed off that there was a Jack in the Box 4 blocks from the hotel that was open all night, and I didn't know anything about it. That pisses me off. Fuck 18 Young and Nasty. I would have went to Jack in the Box for one of those triple Western burgers they got over there.
If that 18 Young and Nasty was a good movie, you would have Jacked in the Box. You know that, right?
Oh. 18 Young and Nasty was a big fucking waste of time. Colossal waste of time, believe me. I mean, I wrote a letter to the producer to tell him what a piece of shit he is and how he better consider another career.
Dear Ron Jeremy,
how hard is it to start out with a working title, 18 Young and Nasty, and not be able to deliver? How hard is it?
I got fan mail. Woo!
But
it's not like MILF and Cookies or something like that. I mean, shit. Then you gotta work at it a little bit.
It could be Gilf and Cookies. You know what Gilfs are, right?
18 Young and Nasty. I mean, shit. Just film the casting session, and it would have made me happy. Not these nasty bitches. It's like, when you leave something in a you warm something up in a microwave and you forget it's in there and you find it in there 2 days later. That's what this shit looks like. When they pull their pants down. That's what it looked like. I was like, oh, I can't fucking take this anymore.
Oh, by the way, guys, I got to give you guys a copy of a couple of DVDs I made, by the way.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it's called My Trip with Uncle Sal to the Winery and Back.
Oh.
On Monday, Steve Morgan, he arranged it with Travis. So some of the artist guests, we get invited to go to Santa Cruz, and drive up this fucking mountain and go to the vineyard, have a barbecue, and they give us a tour. We have a great fucking time, So, but there were a few vans, because there was like 40 of us. So it was me, Sal, Mike Baer, Bill Morrison. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He's like the second guy after Matt Groening on The Simpsons.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Jane Weedman from the Go-Go's. Mm-hmm. So we were in the same van, and it was like conversation between Sal and Weedland, and I mean it was so fucking hilarious. What Sal didn't realize was I had the camera on, so I fucking taped the entire fucking trip.
Yes.
Now Jane is definitely not, she hasn't shied away from the pharmaceuticals at all. I mean, she's still alive. That Go-Go's money is still going strong.
Oh yeah, that Go-Go was gone, man.
This girl likes to have a good time.
Yeah,
so it was
she was
one of those
cool.
deals where it's like, I haven't been out of the house and shit, I don't know how long. Plus, it's like, I've been like fucking Jack Nicholson in The Shining all winter, cooped up in Chicago. So you put me in a van with Buzz and Bear and the Go-Go's and this Simpson asshole and some Spanish guy in the back who wasn't talking. So I was like, well, we're not going to make any conversation. I'll just talk shit about everybody then. So that's basically what it was.
This is going to be our screening at the Super Show, right?
That's right. That'll be the movie.
That'll be the movie of the Super Show.
And little do I realize that this asshole, is playing CIA. He's recording all these shit, getting all kinds of information to play back from my wife and everybody else. All this shit. The nasty jokes and the shit we're talking about everybody.
You can never look at text the same way ever again. Holy moly,
I can't look at him the same way now. He's got that fucked up haircut. Looks like two cats fucked on his head. He's got 3 wisps of hair coming out. He's got the big sweaty hot dogs on the back of his neck. And then he wears a black shirt. He thinks he's fucking Ricardo Montalban when it opened all the way down to his waist. Tits are hanging out, sweat, ass juice, all kinds of shit flying. Boogers. He's that little kid with the boogers. He loses his balance uncontrollably, no equilibrium, he falls into you. He's like a big blister. He bumps into you and shit goes flying everywhere. You're like, what the fuck, Tex? He's like the fly. He regurgitates on his hands to eat. Fucked up. And then you factor in 100-degree heat to that, and it gets even worse. You're like, oh, God. There's just DNA everywhere with that son of a bitch. He leaves a trail of it everywhere he goes. He's like a fucking big Puerto Rican snail. That's Sierra. Like a slug. Everywhere he goes, he's sweat and ass juice and kitty milk, and he's lactating, and he's drooling, and he's trapping shit. He's got cheese under his neck. And you're like, hey, come on, man. He smells like that bad toenail you got. And you're like, what the fuck? And then I'm just talking this shit because I figure no one's gonna hear it, right? This asshole's got the video thing going the whole time.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't even fuck. I'm in the van and I can't even. Now I'm being incriminated. Even like when we're up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere, you figure you can say anything you want, right? Not when you bring an Asian guy with you. Never.
You got an Asian guy with a camera in your car. What do you think I was gonna do, man?
Yeah, but I didn't know. I'm like, what the fuck? And then with like. Half the shit that Buzz recorded, it's like that camera will never ever be the same. It's just scarred for life with the sick shit that he's got on that camera. I'm telling you. Larry Flint in his prime couldn't put shit on that camera that Buzz did.
Wow.
I told him, fuck 18, young and nasty. Let me watch what you got on that camera tonight.
I got some good blackmail material this time, man.
Sick file shit. The first 3 rolls are like Swedish Erotica put an option in for the first 3 rolls. I bought came off that camera. Peter North called 3 times while we were in San Jose.
I left the video camera on by accident in the bar.
Yeah.
So I got like an hour. No. I've got like an hour worth of footage of a glass of wine. The audio, man. Oh, you got to listen to this shit. That's some blackmail material, this motherfucker.
I'll never. I have my official response to it is I have no knowledge of the aforementioned incident. That's officially what I'm going with. I have no knowledge of any of that shit. I don't even know what was said, and then everybody in the car was drunk. It's like you want like, and then the guy halfway home, he tells us how bombed he is, and we're like, wait a minute. I thought the Simpsons asshole was the only rational thinking guy in the whole fucking van.
No, he was the driver, and he was drunk, and we were going.
And I'm like, no wonder we're fucking weaving all over the road playing. We're driving home, and it's like we're playing bumper cars going down the mountain.
My goodness.
Yeah. I'm going to wind up like Grace Kelly because we can't find somebody who's fucking sober to drive home. Jesus. I'm like, I got out of it. We get to the hotel, and he's like, boy, I'm glad we made it. I was so drunk. I'm like, what?
That's something you like to hear after.
That, I would have got and I was in the seat of death right behind him.
What is it you call it? Fucking Magellan.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, asshole, there's one building over 5 stories high in San Jose. That's the Marriott where we were staying. I'm like, Magellan, just follow the fucking building. A tall building, asshole. How hard is it? I don't know where we're going. And then we got Jane, and on Jane, I'm waiting for her to give up all those Go-Go's dick-sucking stories. We got none out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, come on. You don't think the Go-Go's made it that far with 3 songs, do you? I mean, there was they've seen more cocks than a fucking pair of Fruit of the Looms, those broads.
Well, they have their own videotape.
Yeah. I'm waiting to hear the dick-sucking Go-Go stories all the way home, and Buzz is talking about Tex.
I was talking about Tex. It was you and Bear. Right. I was too busy recording.
Let me tell you something. And then there was and then Steve invites all these great artists from Europe. Great. How about fucking some of them learning English? None of them could fucking speak English. You got some guys I didn't even know there was anybody in the back seat. I thought he was trying to sneak across the border, that fucking guy. Some fucking Spanish artist who drew Vampirella 40 years ago. Yeah, talk, asshole. Say something.
You're not going to talk, draw something.
Yeah, draw something. Draw Jane getting in the ass. Fucking Duran Duran or something. I don't give a shit. Who cares? I mean, I want to hear the stories about her and Belinda Carlisle in a pile making a sandwich and the guy from fucking, Uriah Heep giving it to him.
You can't let go to Uriah Heep references, can you?
Yeah. I mean, come on. Let me hear something about Three Finger Megillah when you were in concert in Cleveland or something. I don't give a shit.
I gotta give it to Jane. She's a cool chick to hang out with, man. She's totally a regular Joe. Like, we get in the car and right off the bat, she goes, "Who brought the crack?"
Yeah, right.
Because Sal goes, "Ask the Asian."
Oh my.
And I'm telling you, I get back, I find out that fucking James Dean was driving all the way home. I'm like, look at this shit. And we were going down a mountain where there was like 3 inches. You had 3 inches on each side to make a mistake.
Oh yeah,
otherwise it was like the fucking end of Thelma and Louise. I'm telling you, on the way home.
Well, the thing is, like, going up and going down, all the locals that lived on the mountain, this is like, natural for them to drive their regular speed up and down the fucking winding road. So every time they whiz by, our driver's like nervous, so he kept turning the car to swerve. But if you swerve more than half an inch, we're going off the fucking cliffside,
Right.
So by the time I got up there, I was ready to drink, man. I was like, I didn't care.
No. Let me tell you something. If I'd have known on the way down, with that asshole driving, I never would have got in that van. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, you got to remember we were out of gas and we coasted down too. It's not like
we run out of gas, and then going to find gas, we drove to like Oregon to get a gallon of fucking gas. I wind up eating like 3 bags of beef jerky, a bag of fucking barbecue Ruffles, pork rinds, Funyuns. I got home, I shit in Technicolor, I swear to God. I looked in the toilet, I swear to God, it was like, it looked like I ate a box of crayons. A big one with the sharp. I had a bloody stool for 3 days. I don't know what the fuck I ate. A1 jerky or some shit like that. James said
the one that Jane said, "Hey, it tastes like penis."
It tastes like penis. Yeah.
And everybody in the car was like, "All right, we'll take it."
I was like, "Jane, you got to stop blowing hillbillies because it was A1 jerky." For Christ's sake.
Oh my God.
They're gonna call up for a sponsorship from you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and she made fun of Sal because he's drinking a bottle of Fiji.
Yeah, she says, "Oh, you're
fucking water on the bottle of Fiji water."
Wow.
You got these pretentious rock star cunts in the van. That's what you got to do. I told him.
It's like next to Perrier, that is the gayest fucking bottle of water you can buy.
I grabbed a fucking bottle of water. I don't know what it was. I also grabbed jerky and pork rinds and Funyuns, so I figured, hey, what's the curve going to be like after they see the bag of pork rinds? They're going to go, oh, he's a classy guy. Look, he's got the Fiji water. When they do the autopsy and they cut me open, they go, this guy fucking eats like a billy goat, for Christ's sake, when they saw the shit that I was eating. I ate a pack of gum. Like that drunk you shit. When you eat when you're drunk, you just start eating shit. And then Bear's over in the corner with the fucking nicotine IV going because he's got to get out the smoke. The Spanish guy in the back is listening to fucking Jose Greco records for all I know. I don't know what the fuck. He's saying novenas. He's down on his knees with the fucking rosary out because of the way the Simpsons asshole's driving. Jane, I'm still waiting on dick-sucking go-go stories. I got none. And then Buzz, little I realize, he's fucking deep throat from all the president's men, sitting right in the middle with the fucking tape recorder going.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'll make a copy for you guys.
Oh, yeah,
It's the whole
please,
fucking
please.
thing. What a piece of shit. You think you know something. He talks about Tony Salmon. Tony Salmon never fucking taped anybody in a van with telling, like, you know, intimate conversations about what a fat-ass text is. I don't want anybody to know that.
Oh, that's the other thing, too. When I was slapping up Tony, you know, Bear had my camera. Now, guys, I know even if your boy is in a fucking fray, right? And you know he can take care of himself. You've got an opportunity to fucking take a picture or video. Wouldn't you fucking snap a couple of shots, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fucking goddamn hippie fuck stood there holding my camera and didn't take one fucking inch of video.
Oh.
I was like, motherfucker, right? So the next morning, like, I'm up at 5 in the fucking morning because it's 8 o'clock back home, and I get up pretty early, so that everything is fucking closed. I'm out of cigarette, got no water, nothing to drink. So I go downstairs to the concierge again, because I know a couple of the bellboy smokes. I was going to bum a couple of cigarettes from him, you know. And there's this big security guy and a concierge girl, and I'm walking toward them, and they started laughing, you know. So I go up, I'm like, how you doing? They go, and how you feeling today? I'm like, I'm all right. And they're still laughing. I go, what are you guys laughing at? And they continue to laugh. I go, yeah, you heard about the other night, huh? They go, no, we were there. The security guy said, I was there at the security. I was like, man, I'm so sorry, man. I apologize. You know, I hope I didn't get you guys in trouble or whatever. They were like, oh, no. It was very entertaining, you know. We talked about you the whole day the next day. I said, you know, a friend of mine had a camera in his hand, and he didn't take a fucking picture. They go, oh, no, we saw the video. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, no, they're security cameras.
Oh, nice.
I was like, what? But yeah, we got you on the security camera. We were watching the video the next morning. We're laughing our asses off. I'm like, oh, great.
Oh.
I was like,
copy of
okay, soon to be on YouTube, I'm sure.
Oh, fantastic.
And one guy goes, and one guy's like, you know, it's funny because, you know, when you first smacked him, it wasn't that hard. You smacked him to wake him out of it, but he kept talking, so your smack got harder and harder. Now, because he wasn't listening, finally you just got frustrated. So at one point, you brought your hand up, and you weren't satisfied with the distance between his face and your hand, so you cocked your hand back a little more, and you didn't like it, so you cocked it back a little more. So, like, the last slap, you were, like, leaned backward. Your hand was way behind you, and you brought it across his face.
Oh, my God.
I was like, and I don't remember a fucking thing, man. I was like, fuck.
Like high school all over again, I'm telling you.
Did he even show up at the con the next day?
No.
Didn't
He
think so.
didn't show up at the convention, but apparently when he was escorted back to his room, you know, he woke up his roommate, and he's pissed, and his roommates were happy. He goes, well, Buzz just fucking bitch-slapped the shit out of me downstairs, and the cops are there. They were like, he did what? He goes, yeah, and then he goes, man, I fucking deserved it, you know. And, you know, at least he knows, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, this is how fucked up he is. He knows he's wrong. He knows he's a fuck-up. He knew this was coming. I warned him, you know. But, look, I'm not proud of it. You know, I'm a fucking grown man, and if I have, you know, if I can't fucking converse and have everything has to escalate to a fucking physical level, I mean, he pushed me pretty bad, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you know, Bart, he's a beacon of restraint. There's no
you know what it is? The guy fucking called me at the wrong time in the wrong place because, man, all the stress I've been...
booth. I mean, at the booth.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
They were going to go at it at the booth, you know.
You know, if I was sober, it wouldn't happen. You know, it's just... all the stress I've been dealing with back home and crap for the past couple of months, man, you know, it was bound to come out on somebody. So, you know, poor Tony fucking, you know, fucked with the wrong guy at the wrong time, so that was bad.
At least it wasn't me.
Yes, it could have been us, so...
But all in all, it was a good con.
Yeah.
A good time was had by all.
I don't know if it was a
super con,
but it was a good con.
Yeah, no, I'll do it again. I mean the convention, not this Tony.
Let's add it to next year's convention tour, bro.
SuperCon is like the Joe Rockhead volunteer fire department. I mean, you just go just because you're married and you need to get the fuck out of the house is why I would go back to SuperCon. You know?
So what cons are next for you two?
Chicago. Well, actually, Sal is coming into Mocha in 2 weeks. I don't know why, but he's coming. Yeah.
Well, I've been doing it for a long time, and I like just, it's June in New York, and it's a small show, and I got, Atomica number 9 is actually, believe it or not, it's actually out, so I'm going to have that, and I'm skipping Philly this year because they're doing Chicago, so I'm doing Mocha in Chicago, and then, and of course, San Diego, and then Toronto, and then the usual bullshit.
I'm only doing, I'm Charlotte is still up in the air for me, but I'm definitely doing Chicago and San Diego. And that may be the only 2 conventions I'm doing for the rest of the year. I'm doing Super Show with you guys.
Oh, right. What is the Super Show? That's September, right?
September. Yeah.
Yep, the 6th and the 7th.
Well, I usually, to me, the year goes until August, and then everything from September on, I consider like the next year. So, yeah, I'll be doing Super Show again, and then probably doing 1 show overseas, and then that's it for the year.
You doing Luca this year?
I'll be doing Luca again this year, yeah.
Hey, look at you, man. One traveling fool. Tell you.
I'm so jealous.
Luca was actually a good show last year. I mean, it was surprising because they moved the festival into the Village, which changed it a lot, and there was actually, Simone's stuff was selling like crazy, and attendance just increased tenfold since they moved it into the Village, and especially the way the dollar is so weak over there now. They're buying American stuff like crazy in Europe.
Oh, my God, yeah. At the New York Comic Con.
It's crazy right now with the way the dollar's taking a beat.
Oh, yeah. My friend Lambert was helping Spencer Beck sell art over at the Artist Choice booth, and they were doing all the vouchers and receipts at the end of the show. He said about 90% was all from Europe.
Oh, yeah. No, I would say probably, same here. 80% of all my sales the last few months have all been European.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just tons and tons. Because
they're buying up real estate left and right in New York, too.
They get a third more. Yeah, you get like 30% more.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, Sal, you need an assistant in Luca. I got my suit ready, my suits and ties. I speak a little Italian.
You're going to need one of those fucking biohazard suits if you're sitting next to Simone. Yellow one. From Species or something.
What was that one blogger said about Jesse? He was that fucking mafioso guy with the earpiece.
Yeah. He's wearing in New York. He's wearing the Bluetooth with the earpiece, right? Bald head, and I go, "Hey, asshole, you have no friends. Who could you possibly be calling?" Well, it's if I need to call you. I go, "When are you going to call me? I'm standing right next to you, asshole." I go, "When are you going to call me?" I said, "Take the fucking earpiece out of your ear. You look like you're retarded. Take it out."
You told me you look like Lando Calrissian's assistant from fucking Empire.
He does.
Lobot.
He does. I said, "Asshole, are you that proud you got a phone? You want everybody to know you got a phone? You got a bike, too? What's the matter with you?" He's proud. He's got a new Stingray. What's wrong with you? Take the shit out of your ear, asshole. We look like big enough assholes as it is. I don't need any more. But no, it'll be a Mocha. I don't know if anybody's coming down to Mocha, and I'll have Atomica number 9. So anybody that comes by, I'll give them a copy. And for listening to my bullshit. Buzz usually makes an appearance once in a while, but usually not for Mocha. So.
No.
But I don't know if they got it this year, Buzz. They got it last year. They had it. It's the same weekend as the other New York Con, and then
It's the same weekend as the Big Apple show, and I just got an email. I'm supposed to be doing the Big Apple show. Oh, I got a surprise for him. I ain't. So.
Well, they actually got smart and they decided to work together. So they ferry people back and forth from both shows. They got a bus that runs.
Right.
So it's actually,
So just Mocha's not a show for me, man. It's like
it's always really hot in New York that weekend.
Yeah,
really hot.
Yeah, but I will definitely do Mocha after my book called Tissues come out. So it's about my youth back in the.
It's the sensitive memoirs of a yellow man in Brooklyn.
Yellow Asian man. Tissues.
How does or the European title is how to get more with a kind word and a gun than just a kind word.
Oh boy.
But yeah.
Now,
so
what do you guys? You guys are on the tour, right? You guys doing?
Yeah, we got Philly this weekend, and then we're trying to figure out somebody will probably be at Moco. You know, I can't go because the baby's due any day. So.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's number 2, huh?
Yeah.
Man, you're a brave soul, man. I don't know. You're going into the abyss again, huh?
I know.
He's a collector. He's not going to stop until they get a set.
Hey, this guy's 9 months.
And then Mila and CGC would just put it away.
Man,
We'll have it put it
you're
on the
brave.
shelf.
So those first 4 months, I wouldn't wish on anybody.
Oh, I know. I'm not looking forward to it. I got to tell you that.
Holy shit! Those
You're
first
not
4
looking
months.
forward to it. It ain't coming out of you, man. I'm sure she's not really looking forward to
Hey,
it.
listen. Those first 4 months are like a fucking Kirby Thor issue with Ragnarok. For Christ's sake. I mean, there is nothing about it that you just—it's like the trolls are coming out of the ground, and you're just swinging at everything. It's just bodies everywhere, and I'm sleeping in the car, and you're not bathing, and you're not shaving. I mean, I looked in the fucking mirror. I was like Howard Hughes. I swear to God, I'm pissing in milk bottles and everything else. It was terrible.
Anyone says a second and a third are no problem, then they don't know what they're doing.
This guy's 9 months, and he's finally starting to sleep through the night because I pay him. And it's working out great.
That's a smart kid.
Yeah, I give him $20 for every 6-hour shift and $40 for every 8-hour shift, so it works out great.
Sal, now you know why I want to go to Luca so badly.
Well, now you know why I went to SuperCon. I went to SuperCon just so I could sleep. I didn't even know there was a con. I mean, I was just there watching Buzz fight and get incriminating tape on me in a van with the broad from the Go-Go's and just sleep. First time I slept 6 hours in a row since July.
It's no fun.
But this year, at least, hopefully, it will get through San Diego without anybody having a baby. So, yeah, you got one on. You got one any day. I got Van Halen tickets this weekend, so.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
Van Halen, that's you, right? Because you had to endure fucking Duran, so.
I had to take my wife to Duran the week before SuperCon. You got to do the trade-offs. So it was me and it was another guy there. We kind of found each other. We were like the two black guys at a Klan meeting at the Duran time. We were the only guys there. Everything else was all these MILFs. Everybody screaming and hollering for Simon Le Bon. And I'm like, yeah, great. Hungry like the wolf. Fantastic. Where's the bar? I'll be like the wolf my ass. Where's Dunkin' Donuts so I could get a bear claw? Was all I was doing.
And these broads are still convinced that Nick Rhodes is not gay.
I was like, yeah, hey, fantastic, say a prayer for me now, yeah, so I don't kill myself. Say a fucking prayer for me now.
Didn't Jane Wheatland say she used to date John Taylor? No,
Jane
John
said
Taylor?
that
Yeah.
She came to New York to suck his cock, and he never showed up, or some shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah. And then, was it Princess Di used to fucking go,
yeah.
and was hounding his ass?
Those guys have seen more ass, man. I'm telling you, it's like this concert was 99.9% women and one fat Italian guy. That was one fucking fat Italian guy. For anybody if you look into pictures in the audience, even Duran's pointing like, who the fuck is that? Simon Le Bon goes, is that Mark Texiera? I mean, I had seats so close that I could smell the semen on their breath. I swear to God.
There goes that Duran interview.
$45 for a fucking T-shirt. $45 for a T-shirt. Jesus Christ. I'm like,
was somebody?
That better
It
get
could
some
not
use
have
out
been
of that.
worse at that fucking that Indiana Jones movie I had to fucking sit through the other night.
I haven't been to the show since Iron Man, so I don't know anything about the new indie movie.
Yeah, no, it was sad, man. It was a very, very sad film to watch. This old man fucking, running around. And, he's got that fucking bow-legged Leslie Nielsen walk from Naked Gun already. He's that old. It was really bad, man.
But you got to hand it to Harrison Ford. He's got the young chick though. He's got what's her name, the skinny broad.
Ally McBeal.
Yeah.
What's her name again? The one that's like 6
Flockhart.
Calista
pounds?
Flockhart.
Oh right.
Oh, you mean what? You mean Kate Blanchett?
No.
Yeah, she ain't no what? She
No,
ain't
he's-
no.
He's
In real
talking
life.
about in real life. Calista
Oh,
Flockhart.
you mean that guy from fucking?
He's with
That's a man.
Fuckhart or whatever.
Oh, come on.
Look, man, that's a man with a small penis. That's not a woman.
Oh, she's cute. Come on.
Yeah, but Harrison Ford is not
Cute.
exactly
So is a
young.
fucking meerkat. Meerkats are cute too, and she looks exactly like one.
Yeah, but
She's way
Harrison
too
Ford,
skinny.
Harrison Ford is not as young as Springtime anymore, so he's got to take it as a guy.
Yeah.
No, man, I watched that movie, and it was like, the sad thing is that, I mean, I can suspend the disbelief of the aliens and the special effect and CGI. I just couldn't, suspend the disbelief that there's a 67-year-old guy fighting and doing all these fucking stunts, I mean, without breaking his hip.
Well, you guys saw it. What did you think?
Oh yeah.
We gave it a 3.5 stars out of 5.
3.5 what?
It's not as good as 18 Young and Nasty, or
Well, from your review,
From your description, it's probably
no.
better.
Oh my God! I mean,
I
come on.
haven't
the guy,
seen that.
the guy, fucking what? He survived a nuclear blast in a fucking refrigerator. You know?
That was a lead-based refrigerator. Come on.
Huh?
It was a lead-based refrigerator. Come on, you saw
Come
saw
on,
that.
he got blown away like 50 miles.
Well, yeah, no,
Like
that
in
was
the air,
that
and
was
he landed.
tough
I
to
mean, come on. I mean, and then what was it? That Tarzan.
wait a
scene
minute.
with
No,
that little
the
kid.
bigger miracle, the bigger quest in all this is Buzz paid to see a movie. That's the part I don't get.
That's why I'm so fucking upset.
This asshole is being chased by every licensing bureau in Hollywood right now because he's the source. Right now, he's the well that everybody gets sick from all those fucking those movies those pirated things that he's like are out there right now. Every movie, like 3 months before it comes out, Buzz sends it to me. I'm surprised you actually went to see the damn thing.
Well, I had to take a date, so
Oh,
Yeah,
you and Bear went, huh?
Yeah, what's his name?
No. Bear cannot watch a movie with me because he can't sit in the theater for 2 hours without smoking. So
No.
he can never go see a
Had to
movie.
get up and have a smoke.
Yeah. No. It wasn't a. Yeah, it was a bad movie, man. It's seriously. You know what it looked like? The whole film seemed like a ripoff of a fucking Indiana Jones film. It's like The Mummy meets National Treasure. It's what it felt like. And
Did you guys think it was that bad or no?
No, I didn't think it was that bad.
I was entertained.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was entertained after the movie because I sat through and didn't complain, and she liked it.
Hey, it can't be as bad as Duran, guys. Trust me. That's like prison rape.
Hey, I like Duran
I like
Duran.
Duran Duran. I don't know that I'd go see him in concert.
Liking him and sitting through a concert with your wife is something entirely different.
Very true.
I mean, swaying back and forth singing "Say a Prayer for Me Now." I mean, that's like just handing your genitals at the door when you walk out. Liking Duran Duran has nothing to do with it. Trying to get her to come and see Rush with me, Dad would be like, "What?
Oh, God.
You're gonna see what? Forget it." It turns into one of those. But I was going to SuperCon, so I had to get in bed with. I had to pull Ghost Rider and fucking sell my soul to the devil to go to SuperCon. So I got to drive around, in the Black IROC now with a flaming skull around Oak Park. The third night of the week, going, "Hey asshole, get out of here." Instead of a regular chain, I got the gold chains around my neck, and I'm driving around like a jag-off. I'm still waiting for Jane to send me the cocksucking go-go stories, and it never happened.
Well, she did try to tell a story, but she went roundabout so much that you interrupted her by going, "Get to the cocksucker already!" Remember that?
He's trying to do one of these subtle jokes where she keeps on starting and stopping and starting and stopping, and it's like, Jane, you're not fucking Rodney Dangerfield. You're 3 feet tall. If you were a foot taller, you could date Angel Medina. Get to the fucking point already, will you please? You're killing me. Get to the part where there's dicks entering asses or something. My God, I can't take it anymore. As I mean, and it's like, come on. I mean, they even brag about how much debauchery went on with when they were hanging and swinging and all the rest of that shit. So by now if she pulls her pants down, it looks like a catcher's mitt. So tell the fucking joke already.
But what I didn't know was like the sort of a dislike between the Wisconsin people and the Illinois. I mean, and Chicago.
Yeah, no. There's no dislike from Chicago to Wisconsin because that's like the forbidden. That's like in Planet of the Apes, the forbidden zone with the apes that are crucified on the X's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's Wisconsin. That's basically Wisconsin.
That's
You
where all
walk
the
across
mutants
the
live.
Illinois border and you see flame all of a sudden, and you turn around and go back, and you go, "Fuck it, I ain't going over there." And then you go up to the Indiana Dunes. There's nothing up there but nuclear waste. Trust me.
Well, she goes, "We call you guys FIDs, fucking Illinois bastards."
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
What did you tell us? We don't call you guys anything. Well, because of, what was it on the flag? Was it?
They're not represented by a star on the American flag yet in Wisconsin, so we don't even acknowledge them. It's Indian territory. It's just not even. It's not. If you look on a map, there's nothing there. It's just. It's like the Louisiana Purchase. It's just blank territory up there. It is what they do with their spare time. They make toys out of cheese. That's what you do. We don't want to eat the cheese. We want to make a little hat out of it and a little potato head. And then they wonder why the terrorists fucking hate us. These assholes are taking cheese and making vests and cars and shoes and shit out of it. It's like, guys, we put it on pizza and make money, and you guys make fucking toys out of it.
So you're trying to tell me
A hole in a lake to fish. We just go to the store and buy the fucking fish. What's the big deal? Jesus Christ.
so you're trying to tell me Wisconsin was the reason for 9/11?
Yes.
No, I'm just saying that Wisconsin jagoffs talk a lot of shit about people from Chicago, and they are absolutely. It was like Angel Medina trying out for the Lakers. It's just not a fucking good argument.
There was always spread web.
It's like Buzz opening a daycare center. It's just not going to happen.
But doesn't he need one for his own?
It's like Adam Hughes becoming a personal speaker. Not a good fucking argument. I mean, why bother? And they talk shit, Illinois bastards and that bullshit. It's like, guys, please. Last time I was in Wisconsin, you get out of the car to get gas and there's arrows stuck in your tires, for Christ's sake. They still give each other those names, Spitzwally talks, shits in his pants, fucks his sister 3 times and steals her cigarettes. They give each other those Indian names up there in Wisconsin. Pimples around the mouth, you just call them pals, that kind of bullshit. We call you Illinois bastards. It's like, Jane, trust me. Don't start, Don't start that Illinois bastard bullshit because I'm in no mood for it. There's nothing north of here. It's just called territory. That's it.
Wow.
You take away the cows, it would be a desert in 3 months.
And a lot of big ass people,
you know what they contribute to culture? Cheese. That's it. Well, we can't get that anywhere. Not like you can get cheese from just anywhere, guys.
Wow.
You ever been to Milwaukee? You know what the pride is? Laverne and Shirley. That's what they brag about.
And that was filmed in California.
And that was filmed in California. Nobody in Milwaukee figured it out yet. They're like, wait a minute, I can't go visit Lenny and Squiggy? What the fuck? And you're like, hey, asshole. Go back in the house, brush your toothless, and fucking leave me alone, will you?
Oh, my God.
But how do you really feel about people from Wisconsin?
Bunch of jagoffs is what we call them. It's like Tony Salmon, only a whole state full of them is what it is.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
We call you Illinois bastards. I was like, I so wanted to fucking tell her, Jane, please, you play the bass, which basically means you stand there and you smile and you show your tits. So cut it out, please. Stop it.
Oh,
She's seen more cocks than a Marine Corps doctor, that broad, so I didn't
She said she moved to Costa Rica.
She moved to Costa Rica because she thought Jurassic Park was there, is what she said. She wanted to go live with Laura Dern, eat her muffins, see dinosaurs. I said, Jane. They filmed that in Hawaii, Jane. Nothing but a lot of Puerto Rican-looking guys with Jesse with headsets on, walking around going, where the fuck am I?
She goes, you have to go like 50 blocks to find gas, but you can buy Coke in every corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think you were looking for gas.
And Jane don't even have a fucking driver's license. She ain't looking for gas.
You ain't looking for gas.
Yeah. She's
I
walking
know
around
you can get Coke in every corner.
Yeah, where do you think all that fucking Go-Go's money meant? She's playing Tony Montana in fucking Costa Rica. Who's she bullshitting? She's looking for pterodactyls in Costa Rica. I said, Jane, you gotta fucking, telling you gotta change that bong water once in a while.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta stop fucking taking acid that Texas ass juice landed on. It's not a good idea.
Oh my
Gotta
God.
lay off them opium dens with Buzz.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fucking Illinois bastards. I'm sitting in the back going, I gotta put up with this bullshit. I gotta sit next to the drug addict, deep throat from all the president's men. Fidel Castro's in the back, the Helen Keller's version. You don't fucking talk. I didn't even know anybody was in the back till we got there. I go, whoa, where the fuck did he come from? Like a spider, he comes out from underneath the back.
And then next to me is fucking Tommy Chong. Fucking
Tommy
bear.
Chong is next to us. You don't even got to stop for drugs. You just put a piece of his hair in a pipe and smoke it, and you'll wake up in the middle of the fucking night like the man with the golden arm. We got Jane in the front, and then we got the Simpsons guy driving. The asshole still doesn't. I bet he doesn't even have a license.
It's drawn.
Yeah.
The picture on his driver's license like a Simpson character.
Yeah. And I'm wondering why we're going back and forth on the road. I thought we were in a parade. It was like the car keeps going back and forth, back and forth. It was like we were a street cleaner, for Christ's sake, the way we were driving. Finally, I get to the hotel. I go, this fucking guy was fucked up the whole way home, for Christ's sake. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I'm in the car with these assholes. And Buzz could have had the film of us going off a cliff the whole time. That's what you would have saw on YouTube. Me going, how the fuck did I have to die in a car with these jagoffs?
On the trip back, my battery ran out, so the camera cut off.
Thank
right
God.
Right at the point where...
It's because Jane tried to plug her dildo into his camera. That's why it died out.
the camera cuts off right at the point when Sal goes, Jane, get to the fucking punchline! Get to the fucking cocksucker! And then it cuts off right there.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, man.
We had to explain her
what you
to
guys
San
miss?
Jose. We had to remind her that San Jose was part of the United States. She thought she needed her passport to go to San Jose.
She thought she was back in Costa Rica.
Yeah. And who the fuck moves to Costa Rica and is trying to tell me it's not for the drugs? I mean, give me a break. I mean, it's like clearing present danger when you go to Costa Rica, for Christ's sake. Like guys with fucking RPGs are shooting at you from the rooftops. That's what happens when you give a broad too much money and she don't know what to do with it. I know. I'll move to Costa Rica.
Oh,
Saying I want to live on Main Street at Disneyland.
No, they just throw a dot at the fucking globe and they go, I'll go live there, So, yeah, well, it's good to have that kind of money.
Yeah.
So, Buzz, when am I getting my cover?
Friday.
Okay, very good. Just
I
making
told you
sure.
that, yeah.
All right, just making sure we're still on track.
Yeah. Man, the thing is, I mean, I enjoy being away from home for, like, the weekend, but it's like I got back and, I had to catch up on the family stuff. And there's an urn full of dead monk's ashes in my living room right now.
That's crazy.
That beat any sort of comic book collection, man.
Jesus. You still there?
Because the head monk of our congregation passed away, and since I was the only one who spoke English in the committee, so I had to arrange for all the funeral arrangement, the cremation and stuff. And right afterward, like 3 days after his death, the cyclone happened in Burma, So I was trying to get in touch with the family there, and they were supposed to send 2 of his disciples to America, to New York, to come and get his urn and his ashes to be taken back to Burma, and they're going to have a shrine for him at his birthplace. But they're not letting anybody, out. So I had to keep the ashes here. I can't keep it at the temple either, because there's like, this guy was pretty high-ranking. So there are other monasteries are like, well, we like to have it at our monastery, we like to have it at our temple. And I'm like, no, nobody's getting it. I'm keeping it at home. I just want to make sure that my cats don't knock it down and take a dump in it or something.
Aren't they waiting for John Woo to direct this whole thing? That's what I heard on Newsarama. They said they're just waiting for a final cut of him as director. Kurosawa said he's too old. He can't do it anymore.
Yeah, well, he's dead, so yeah, he's pretty old.
Did he die? I don't think.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
he died the same year Kubrick did, yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, they call the movie The Yellow Peril.
Where the fuck have I been? Jesus Christ.
Watching 18 Young and Nasty.
18 Young and Nasty, Best of Backdoor Bonanza. That was another waste of fucking $16. And it's not, $14.99. I mean, you really, really get raped, literally when the Marriott, tells you, hey, we're going to give you, it's like, when did the Marriott, and I want to talk to the guy at the Marriott that he's the porn selector. The guy that goes, okay,
He goes, can I see the porn selector? He comes out, hello.
yeah, that's who I want to talk to, the porn selector for the Marriott Hotel.
That's a job I'm going to aspire to.
Because this guy's a jagoff. This guy is a world-class jagoff. He does not know how to pick porn. He's like, hey, asshole, have you ever had a boner in your life? Obviously not. Never. Because the shit you picked up, it's one of those deals where it's like you could not get guys in prison off with this shit that they were showing.
Maybe you should have clicked on the gay section. That would have explained the reason why,
I don't know. It was one of those situations where I'm like, this is bad fucking news. It's like, why can't you get the like in Japan or when you were in New York, they got the shit where it just, and here's another little hint, just have it start with the fucking. I don't need to know her history. I don't need to see her driving home. I don't need to know who the lighting guy was, who the gaffer. Who gives a shit? Who gaffs a porno movie? What's it for his resume? Can't we just mail this shit in where you can just leave the titles out? Is it really necessary? And here's an idea. If you can't find hot chicks, can't you CG in some good tits or some shit like that? This isn't that hard. Can't you call IOM to get some nice asses or something like that? It's got to be good for something.
Get wetter to do some tits.
Yeah. Come on. You made a gorilla, for Christ's sake, rolling around on a frozen pond in Central Park. You can't give me a hot bitch in a hotel room in San Jose where my face was melting. My ass was like a candle all weekend. Buzz is playing Moose Cholak, beating guys up in the lobby. I'm up in the room playing fucking Spanky and nothing. Zero. Nada. Then I got to get in a van with 4 fucking lunatics, go up the side of a mountain, for Christ's sake. They give you a glass of wine inside a thimble and go, here, taste this. Like, taste what, asshole? It fucking evaporated before it got to my mouth.
Oh my god!
Wow, that
I gotta have all those phony conversations with a bunch of jagoffs that hate me anyway. Oh hi, hey, oh good to see you. How you been? Oh, get the fuck out of here. It's the only thing I was thinking. Where's that Jack in the Box Buzz got in a fight in? I can't even go in there because they got his picture at the door saying, "Don't let this asshole in."
wow.
That's a lot of pinup reads you've had for all winter.
Bunch of jagoffs. That's how I describe Supercon in one word.
It's like therapy
I was
for
lying. The whole
Sal.
episode I was lying through my teeth. Bunch of jagoffs at Supercon.
It's therapy for me.
We're the sofa for
right.
Sal.
So, tell us about your buzzer.
Oh, well, guys. That's
My doctor says I should vent, guys. I'm sorry.
that's good. This is
This is comedy
this is a
gold.
last packed riot here. This episode of CGS.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much for joining us. We always love when you're on, and this was certainly no exception.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really a lot more serious in person if you met me.
Hey,
Thanks for having us on again, guys. Yeah.
anytime.
I want to apologize to the state of Wisconsin ahead of time for all the assholes that come up to me.
Please say you're,
None of them drive anyway, so they'll never make it to a kind of fuck with me anyhow, so I ain't worrying about it. They don't have combustion engines in Wisconsin. They won't give those assholes gasoline because they try to drink it thinking it's moonshine.
they're going to be lined up in Chicago. So I could just see a whole line of cheeseheads.
They don't let them out in the summer work release program. They're on the highway picking up garbage, all those pricks.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Anyway, anybody in Wisconsin, go to mercurycomics.com and I don't read. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Illinois bastards. I'll show them.
Oh, my God.
All right, guys.
You're killing Shane over here.
Yeah, Shane's gonna have a heart attack. So,
Guys, listen, thanks a lot for having us on.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it'll go far with Buzz's parole officer.
It is like community service, so.
excellent. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Yep.
And
All right.
thanks so much.
Yes.
All right, guys, take it easy.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
Take it easy.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It just keeps getting better
Wow.
and better. I love these shows. I know people in the forums don't care for what about. Oh God, I live for these shows.
We don't even have to talk.
No,
you don't.
exactly. We
You-
phone
you
it
Get
in.
them in.
You
And
throw
just-
you throw something in every once in a while and just let him riff.
And
That's-
just when you think it's all done, man, he just one thing, boom.
I think I bruised my sternum from laughing so hard.
Oh, Lordy.
I think you woke up Clara from laughing so hard.
Sorry, I do apologize for that. I can't help myself sometimes.
Actually, the only thing I didn't get a chance, I wanted to ask him if he was going to try to hit any baseball games while they're out in San Diego. I don't know if San Diego's in town. That's good.
That Monday, I think the Diamondbacks are in town after the con. While the con's going on, no one they're away.
Oh, okay.
But the Diamondbacks come in Monday night.
Because I was going to see if he was going to go out to any games. I was going to tell him, I'd go out with him.
We got Monday night to think about.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
All right.
All right. Well, this is done. This episode was sponsored by comicbookdb.com. If you want to know information about a comic book, any information, writer, artist, inker, editor, storyline, characters, whatever, you just go to comicbookdb.com, and it works just like IMDb. And you can find everything that you need, covers and all that stuff. It's all right there. You can even track your collection right online. comicbookdb.com. If you'd like to send us an email or hate mail, just go to comicgeekspeak@gmail.com. Visit our website at comicgeekspeak.com. To leave us a voicemail, the number is 215-279-8839. And to be part of the greatest community of comic fans, which includes Sal and Buzz, go to thecomicforums.com. You can also find our recent episodes on worldfamouscomics.com, as well as the latest in comics news, reviews, columns, contests, and more. And as always, we are uniting the world's mightiest heroes, one listener at a time.